working as assistant professor in the Department of Management Studies, SMS College of Technology. Today, as a part of lecture series, I am currently handling operations management for first years in second semester. And as an introduction part, today we will see the first topic with relevant to this subject. So before going into the subject, so what is operations management normally? This topic deals with what is operations management, what it deals with, how the operations management differs from the production management. See, operations management is nothing but it is the conversion process. We normally call it as a conversion process which transforms the inputs such as raw materials. We can take the raw materials into the transformation process, that is the conversion process, into the output. That is output in the form of whether it is a goods or services. So earlier we had production management, and how this operations management differs from production management. Is the production management and operations management is two wider subjects, or it is a one subject which gives the two meanings? No, we call it as yes, and we call it as no, because production management totally it speaks about the production oriented things, that is the total quality management and the concept of Six Sigma and material requirement planning, etc. But this operations management enhances the production management benefits. So in order to understand clearly about the production management, it is necessary for us to understand what is the operations handling. We need to understand the operations. So see, what is this operations management involves? It deals with production management, planning, supervising, scheduling, enforcing the adequate regulation to maximize the output. So operation management also covers the production management aspects. See, it also includes the decision making which is relevant to raw materials. Of course, raw materials we are talking in the input, that conversion process, the primary process, the first stage of processes, input. And next we are talking about the quality and the quantity and the design of the product. So design of the product is the major important thing in the decision make in the production process. And packaging and pricing. So we are not much focused on the packaging and pricing, because we have already come across this topic in economics for management in the first semester. Just we are studying on what are the aspects related to packaging and pricing, and what is the cost involved. Especially we are talking about only the cost related out inputs here. Now we are going to see the difference between production and operations management, a small difference. So how does and what aspects it differs? See, production management draws up the basic plan for this purpose. For what purpose? To control the overall production. But operations management leads a strategy. See, we are making a company to maximize its resources and increases its production activities in the market in which it is operating. So in order to do that, we are developing a strategy. And production management also enforces the scheduling to manage production efficiently, whereas the operations management leads to effective management to companies to withhold the company's financial standing. This will definitely improve the company's financial assets. So what are the aspects of on what it differs? If we understand the four aspects of operations management, definitely it will give a knowledge on why rather than going to production management, why this subject is important in reading operations. See, it is a systematic approach, basically a systematic approach. So we are talking about scheduling, planning. Definitely it must leave a wider scope towards the systematic approach. So first systematic approach deals with the understanding the nature and issues of the problem. First of all, in the production unit, we must know what is the issue and what is the problem it is actually happening inside the company. Then we need to establish the measure of the performance, what measure of performances, and what basis the issues because of these issues and problems, and how this performance has been affected. That is the relevancy between the understanding and establishing the measure of performances and collecting the relevant data, right? We are having this so much of problem, and we need a scientific data, relevant data, to give the actual to measure the actual problem, and we are using the proper tools for our analysis. Why this analysis? Why what is, for example, if production unit is lagging in the process 3, so what is the actual problem happening in the unit process 3, whether the labor or whether the electricity problem, whether the skill based labors are not in force. So we are calculating, we are collecting the responses, and we are calculating based on the responses with the help of the analysis, and develop the effective and efficient tools. So based on the results, based on the calculation, we are developing a we are giving a proper solution to overcome the particular problem. And it also addresses the systematic risk and unsystematic risk. We all know that systematic risk, it is controllable risk, and unsystematic risk, which is uncontrollable risk. So systematic risk, we can say the electricity may be the example, we can quote the example. For unsystematic risk, we can quote the example as like sudden strike of the employees, etc. And the transformation process, or it is a central, see, like we come across 3 stages, that is input process, that is transformation process, and the output. So the median, the centralized part of the operations management is transformation process. So we know it is a conversion process, and it also focuses to address the design, planning, and operational control of the process involved in the production unit. So the fourth aspect of the OM is to ensure the organization to keep cost to a minimum and obtain a revenue in excess. So any production unit, the ultimate aim is to reduce the cost and maximize the profit. So through these aspects, we ensure that a careful planning and control of operations will definitely result in less cost. So that's all about today's topic. And the assessment point of view, managing a manufacturing and service operations are important to which activities? We know it is not relevant to social, economic, and definitely all these aspects totally revolve to management, but the answer is the operational. So managing manufacturing and service operations are important to operational activities. Thank you for listening.